Hi everyone, it's Dawn Fisher of Morning Glory Needleworks. Welcome to my 44th FlossTube video. And as always, thank you to everyone who subscribes and comments. As always, links are listed at the bottom of in the comments description section. And I also break the videos into chapters. So I'm going to talk about a few different things, so you can just jump right to the section you want to hear about, or if you come back and you want to rewatch, like I'm going to be talking about some samplers, it's easy to get to it. I'm also going to be I have so much to talk about. Anyway, so it's the 15th of October. I'm really excited. I have a lot of stuff to talk about. Oh, also, all the links are in that same area where the chapters are. I'm talking about a shop and some other things, and I have links for those also. So that way you can find the fun stuff I have too. So now we'll move on. Life update. So as you know, I've talked about it. I had to leave to teach at a retreat in Branson, Missouri, and I had a great time. Can't wait to tell you about that. But anyway, while I was gone, I had to board two of my kitties, Glinda and Mama, because they're both on meds right now. Yeah, they're getting old and they're on meds. I did board them right at the vet. The price was actually pretty reasonable, better than I thought. And plus, if anything went wrong, they were at the vet. And that's the best place for them because they both are on medications. They put both the kitties in a kitty condo. And even if Glinda wasn't on meds, I probably would put her in there with Mama because Mama's on meds. And I used to have a cat sitter come, and they would come like every other day and check on them. But the only cat they would ever see is Glinda, because the other ones all hide as soon as they hear somebody at the door. So they couldn't even give Mama the medicine if they tried. But yeah, Mama has thyroid issues. She takes a pill in the morning and at night. I don't know if I discussed, Glinda was very anemic last time I took her in. They think she may have had some sort of blood, I can't remember what they called it, parasite or something. So anyway, so she's been on steroids and antibiotics twice a day. But so they were not very happy to be away from home. They're home now. They've recovered from all the trauma. Glinda had blood work while she was at the vet. She has to have it every 2 weeks, and she's doing a lot better. They did send her home with some more 2 weeks worth of antibiotics, and once that's gone, she's off of that. She's still on, oh my goodness, still on the steroids, but we're going to start weaning her off of those. I'm actually going away again, the poor things, the end of the month. And so I'm going to board them again, and they're going to do blood work on her again and see if they can start weaning her off the steroids, because you can't just stop those. So Glinda's had roid rage a couple of times. She's eating like crazy. She's a lot different on the steroids. She was on a pretty heavy dose. They cut it back. She's gained back all the weight she lost. She lost about 1 pound, which doesn't sound like much, but when you only weigh 7.5 pounds, when you lose 1 pound, that's a lot. So last time I took her and they weighed her, she was over 7 pounds. So she's gained the weight back. And after picking her up, oh my goodness, all the time, I can see she's gained a lot more. She looks big because she's fluffy, but she's a lot more active. She's very social. She comes around and meows pathetically because the steroids make her hungry. And so she's got this whiny little meow. Anyway, so anyway, like I said, I'm going away again, and then that's going to be the last trip for the year. Thank goodness for them, so they can stay home. The rest of the time, I won't be leaving again until January, so that'll give them a few months to stay at home and relax. But another not so fun thing in my life, my laptop is acting up. I took it in to a highly recommended shop, and they want to replace the operating system. They got it running again. It's been really slow. I'm sure it's full of crap. But it wouldn't, none of the programs would open. They would for a while and then they wouldn't. So I took it in. They want to replace the operating system, which means I have to reload all my programs. They will transfer all my data and stuff, but not the programs. So that's kind of a pain. One of my program I use for my stitch diagrams, he has not updated that in years, and it's very hard to get a hold of him. And the same with the program I used to use for my diagram or for my charts. I don't use it anymore, but all my old charts are in that program. So it's, if you can get a hold of him, he will send you the new program if you get a new laptop, but it may be weeks before he gets back to you. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm considering just buying a new laptop and keeping this one just to use for things like that. My stitch diagrams, I have not found another program that works as well as it's Easy Grapher Stitch Whiz. So it's I don't know what I'm going to do. Anyway, I'm thinking about it. We'll see. They gave me a quote, which wasn't actually as bad as I thought, but I don't know. It's, I may just buy a new laptop. Anyway, the quote's good for 30 days, and I need to decide before the end of 30 days what I'm going to do. So that's my not so fun stuff going on. Now, fun stuff. I'm so excited. I hear a cat coming in. As I previously mentioned, and I've been talking about it, I taught Grandma's Button Box in Branson, Missouri for the at the ShowMe Stitchers Fall Retreat. Oh my goodness, I had so much fun. I'm going to talk about the class first. It was a little unusual because usually when I teach the class, you get the kit in advance and there's pre-work to do. So they decided it's usually a full day class after that. You do your pre-work, it's a full day class, and we stitch all day with a lunch break. But they don't usually work that way with their retreats, and there was so much other stuff going on. Wait till I show you everything we did. Even I got to do it all being the teacher. Anyway, so it ended up being more like a 3-hour class instead of a full day class. So I just demonstrated the way I teach. Like when I do my stitch of the month, I have a PowerPoint presentation. It's like 70 some slides for this project. And then I demonstrated all the stitches, and they liked all the instructions. So, but I also told them that I'm going to create a video for the button box. And if you have taken the button box class, email me. And when the video gets made, I will send you a link to it. It's going to be a private YouTube video. It won't be available to the public. But if you've taken the class, email me. I don't know when I'm going to get this done. Fairly soon, I'm hoping, before my laptop like crashes on me. But anyway, I'm going to do it just like I would teach the class. I'm going to go over each stitch, how you do it. And then all the finishing instructions, which doubled because now there's 2 types of boxes. So anyway, if you have taken the class, I will be happy to, if you haven't finished your box, or even if you have, I will be happy to send you a link to this YouTube video once I get it finished. So everybody was really happy with the with watching just me demonstrating, and so I think they'll do great. I'm hoping, and they have my email address just in case. So back to the retreat. Again, I can't tell you how much fun I had. There was just so much going on. It's a fun group of stitchers. There was about 40 people there. And there were door prizes, there were gifts, there was food. It was just a lot of fun. So Cindy Lover, who she was nice enough to take me to Cecilia's Samplers, which is the local needlework store there in Branson, Missouri. And I usually don't buy much because I have a lot of stuff and I have my own designs to stitch. So, but that place was just, it looked kind of small on the outside, but holy cow, when you got in there, I think they even had yarn, but I never got into that area because I don't knit. But they had like everything, fabrics, patterns, different types of floss. They even had, believe it or not, antique buttons, packages of lace, all packed up in little packets. So let me show you what I bought because I spent so much money there. Like I said, I'm celebrating because, you know, I got to teach a class. So anyway, but let me get the bag here. Oh my goodness. Oh, I just, I think, nope, that's not it. Where's my other bag? Oh, it's underneath this bag. This is like a bag of stuff I got at the retreat. Get this bag. Oh. They had people giving away free stuff and selling stuff, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But I'm going to show you some of the stuff I got. This is a really cute, I actually started it. It's a needle cushion, and it comes with the fabric and the it's like a piece of wool, and this is by Old Colonial Designs. I bought their patterns before, but you make a little cushion and then it has the different size needles on it, 22, 24, 26, and 28. So I bought that. Oh, and I got a free pencil or ink pen, and the link to their website is in all the links at the bottom of the description. I love this. I'd seen this before. This is Stitchy Witchy Bell Pull. It says, after Twilight's embrace, witches weave spells with needles and lace. I'd seen it and I loved it. So, and they had it, so I had to get it. So I also got these, which were pretty interesting. These are by Heartstring Samplery, and these are project labels. And it says, upon my death, I bequeath this work of my hands to, and then it has where you can put the person's name and the date you signed it. And there's several different designs. So I had to get that because I love mourning stuff too. I bought this little, it's a hanger. I thought a nice little skinny sampler would look pretty on that. What else did I get? Oh, I have one of these bags, and I got this one says Stitch. So I have a pink bag, but I have got that one that says Stitch. I also got all the threads they had in stock for that. I'm sure I have them somewhere, but you know, while you're there, you may as well buy them. I love this. 'Tis near Halloween. That looks like my Elphaba, my little elf. So, except I'll probably make her eyes more green. It says, when witches go riding and black cats are seen, the moon laughs and whispers, 'tis near Halloween. How could I resist? And I love this. This is Primitive Hair. This is called Mother Ocean Queen of Needles. And it's small, so I thought it would be something I could do. There's a picture of the inside of it. And there's, again, pages for size 24, 26, and 28 needles. And I just thought it was really pretty. And because I love primitive hair, I got this one. It's called Witchcraft. I really like that one. Oops. And besides that, it's all one color, which makes it even easier. Let's see what else do I have in here. This one is a little tiny pin drum set, and you can see this is the banding it's on. It's only this wide. And so I thought that was really cute. And it's stitched over one. I don't know. It doesn't have the threads, but I don't know what count the linen banding is. But I was looking for something little to work on. I had brought the Mexican sampler I'm working on, but there was so much going on. It was hard for me to concentrate. So I decided just to pick up something small, not realizing this didn't have the threads with it, but that's okay because I have had other things to work on. I also bought, they had some linen on sale, and I thought, it's really hard to see. I thought this was really pretty. It's called Fallen Leaves, and it's like an orangey green. It's very, very pretty. Overdyed. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it's hard to see in the light here, but it's brighter than it looks in the picture in the with the camera, but it's beautiful shades of gold and green and kind of orange, but not real orangey. And then they also had this on sale. This is Patriotic. Both of these are 28 count. This is Be Stitch Me linen. Probably a lot of you have seen this linen, and I've seen it, but I haven't bought it before. And these are, I don't know. This is Pole Stitches Designs, POL Stitches Designs. This fabric is, it's also 28 count. And then this, I love that. The overdyed, and they were on sale. And I also bought, believe it or not, I bought some buttons. These are little China buttons, and they're all like a pinky purple. And I had to get them because they're pretty, and those are hard to find. It's a little more than I usually spend on buttons, but it wasn't outrageous. And then these were really cool. Most of them were about $1 a piece per button. These are just really cool. These are like one-hole buttons. I can't remember what they're called, igloo buttons, or I can't remember what they're called, but there's one hole on one side, and then it's hard to see. There's two holes on the other. So you go down into this top hole, and then there's two holes inside. So that's how it's held in place. If you can see I guess you can kind of see the two holes. And I thought this was really cute. Oh, there's Elphaba. I'm being visited. This one's a box with shells and buttons. I just love this little teeny paper box. I have not opened it up yet. And then there's actually little teeny shells in there. There's lots of pretty buttons. There's another little shell. It's just fun. It was only $5. So, and lots of really pretty mother of pearl buttons. So I just thought that was really cute. So, and then when she was ringing stuff up, there was something that was $11, and she rang it up as 110. So when she told me the total, I was like, I know I spent a lot, but I don't think I spent that much. So she looked at it and she went, oh my God. So she redid it, and it was still a lot of money, but it was way better than way better than it was before without the $110 on it. And so that's all the stuff I got at Cecilia's, but I have so much stuff I just have it like piled everywhere here. So I'm going to talk about it, and I'll tell you a lot of the stitchers, everybody brought stuff for their table mates. There was like 6 people at a table, so you brought like 5 things. I bought a I think this is the bag. I brought a little bag of goodies with I gave everybody a this is a tape measure. There's a needle minder, button needle minder. This was I made 1 extra bag. They got a linen tester. There was one of those little teeny pairs of scissors in there, a little teeny pencil. So that's, it can be, this is a Halloweeny skull necklace. So there was more in there, but I took it out and used it. So anyway, that was what I gave everybody at the table. But I'm just, like I said, I have just stuff sitting everywhere. So I'll tell you where I got it and if I bought it, and if it's something I bought that was made. I have one thing I bought from someone, and I have a link to hers, and I will tell you about that when I get there. Okay, so speaking of Cecilia Sampler, she gave everybody in this group this kind of fun little light bag. It's got a couple of pockets in it, and inside the bag, I've been using this cup, is a nice little insulated cup, and it says Cecilia Samplers on it, and their address and contact information, and that was just inside this bag. So that was fun, and I had a nice cup to drink out of. So I got that. Some of the people just brought a little something for everybody. I did not do that, but it was just a little something. So every time, like if we broke for lunch and came back, there may be 1 or 2 little goodies on your place. If you go on a retreat, it depends. That's kind of common now in some of the retreats, but I thought this was cute. I'm sorry if I don't remember your name who gave me these, because there were so many people and I'm not good with names, but this is so cute. It's a little salt shaker with these cute little flowers in it. There was a cute little tin. It has a little Halloween button in it, some other buttons. Again, I'm sorry, I don't remember names well. So one of the women made cording for everybody. She was learning how to make cording, so she just made a bunch of cording and gave you got to pick out what color you wanted. There's a needle threader in there too. And here's another cute little box that somebody made. This one had nerds in it. I'm going to eat those later. And some of this stuff is from Cindy herself, but one of the women at our table, I don't remember who it was, bought these little crackers. They're like, you pull them and they pop open and they have stuff in them. So mine, it had a bottom on it like this, only without the face, and it popped off on the bottom. So I just kept it because it was so cute. It's empty now. So I think it had stickers, Halloween stickers in it. So that was really cute. One of the women made these beautiful counters. Oh, it's sticking at the bottom so I can stab myself. But they're little pin counters. It's really pretty. Just so much fun stuff. There's a little bag with a notepad. There's a scissor fob in there too. Oh, and this was someone at our table made these for everybody, and I just think it's really cute. And then the scissor fob was hanging off of here, and there was a skull too, and there was something, I think there was a little eraser in the skull they're just taped on so you can take them off. But I thought that was really cute because I love Halloweeny decorations. One of my other table mates gave us these wonderful mugs. Now that's my size coffee mug. That's a nice size coffee mug, nice heavy duty coffee mug. I got a bag. I got stuff everywhere here with these cute little notepads in it that says let's boogie. And it's nice to have just some little note paper, but a few little notepads and pencils. Oh, this was inside the mug here for the booze. It's a koozie, cup koozie. Thought that was really cute because I need one of those. Another woman brought these wonderful bags with, there's a nail file, a little tomato, pin cushion, a strawberry, and this is lip balm, which was I needed. This was from Cindy. It's kind of a little portable Orc container. It kind of sticks to the table, but just a real cute little squishy Orc container. I think, I don't know who these came from. I'm sorry. Really nice floss drops, fall Halloween. This was from Cindy. She gave out door prizes throughout the weekend. And this is just a real cute little, it's got skulls. They're kind of silicone balls. This was from Cindy, and I'll show you the pattern that goes with it that came in here, but it's got some things in it. Everybody got, and these are the wee yogurts, and then this fits on the top of it, and there's a pattern and fabric and thread. No, I don't think there was thread, but we had other thread that goes around here that it's for orts, and I'll read you that in a minute. And then there's some there were some cute orangey buttons in there, orange and white buttons in there, kind of Halloween-y stuff. And this is really cool. This is like a silicone little case. This is from Cindy. It's a macaron with another little macaron inside of this. Is just a little case. It does open. She gave us another one that on one side is like a cloth to clean your screen, like your phone screen or whatever. So that was fun. Okay. Trying to keep everything on this side. Now, this is something I bought. I fell in love with it. I've been wanting one of these little jewelry cases forever. I don't have, this was by, and I have her information. She makes beautiful, here, let me show you. Project bags. It's stitching frills. The link is into her Etsy shop, is in here, and she made all these bags for the retreat. Aren't those cute? I love this fabric. And she had the tops in all different colors, but this thing is heavy. It's very sturdy. It's a lot of fun. It's beautiful. So I love that. But anyway, I found this. I figured black would be good because, you know, it's going to be carried around. It's got a pretty little hanging thing here, and you open it up, and there's the inside of it. Now there's my little macaron with the if you open it up, it's got the thing to wipe your screen. It's got a little well, this was from Cindy, but and this has got a seam ripper in it. It's got this, and it matches the bag we got, and that's why I got it. And it's a needle case, but it's got, you know, a needle threader in it, and all this stuff is included. And then inside is this cute little pin cushion, and I love these scissors. Aren't those cool? They're aqua, which is my favorite color. Really nice little pointed scissors. And then it's got a really pretty scissor fob on it. And somebody gave us, I think these are from Cindy. She bought all these. Now these have magnets, but they aren't the real strong magnets. So I may replace it and put one of the good magnets on it. This has also got some little They look like earrings, but they're little pins. And this was there was make it, take it classes. And this was so cute. It's a counting pin. And then she had all different colors of felt and different colors of thread. And I just picked these 2 different colors and I put a button on it and put a little fancy stitch. And that was one of the make it, take it projects that were included in the retreat. But anyway, this is, and she personalizes them. So she's going to mail me a tag that I can put in here with my name on it. You can have whatever you want, but I just wanted my name, and I like the nice small size of this. So anyway, and again, that was Stitching Frill. Oops, I forgot to put my pin cushion in here. And she has all different colors, but I like this one because it matched the bag and it's aqua. So there's that. Okay. And this is kind of fun. This is one of the fun things we did. You see these like memes on Facebook all the time. And Cindy had cut a bunch of these out and put them on a cardboard stand-up thing. And they were all on a table. And we got to go pick whichever one kind of spoke to us. And then we set it on the table and put our name on it. And then set it so our name was out so people would know what our names are. And then later, it was like the second or third day, she had us talk about ourselves, everybody went around, told where they were from, how long they were stitching, and all that good kind of stuff. And then we read what was on our card and what it meant to us. So mine says, it might look like I'm listening, but in my head, I'm planning my next stitching project. And that's probably true because I have all sorts of ideas running around in my head. So that's mine. And these are from needleworkretailer.com. So anyway, that was fun. Also, we had some other make and take projects. I'm trying to find my other one. I had 2 of them here. This is one of them. So I kind of fancied mine up. She had these little wooden, they're actually probably egg shapes, and then this different kind of paper, and you just glued the paper to it. And then she had this pipe cleaner, whatever they call it now, and other paper to make a leaf. And then I sat down and glued some buttons. I stacked up some buttons and glued buttons on it. And I just thought that was really cute. And I have another one. I have so much stuff sitting here. I'll find it anyway. Oh, there it is. She had other stuff too. Excuse me. And then she had these, and they're wooden. I painted them black. You could paint them black. And then I stuck a frog on it because kind of witchy, turned somebody into a frog. And of course, frogging is reverse stitching. And then I just glued a bunch of buttons to it while I was sitting there. So that was another one of the fun. These were at the same area, but she had 4 of them going on at once. So you just moved around the room so everybody wasn't crowded. And you just pulled up a chair, sat down. And like I said, this is what I made at one. I made that other counter at the other one. Again, this was the bag we got. One of the people made these wonderful little, these are Ort containers in kind of Halloween-y colors. So everybody got one of those. We'll talk about that in a minute. Cindy gave everybody at our table. I have so many things here. This was the bag I got. So I started stuffing a lot of the stuff I got at the retreat in here. So it would all be together. Oh, here's the card for Stitching Frills. Again, her information is in the comments section. Let me try and find. This is the Ort, and it says, that goes around the Ort jar, and it says just a portion of what I've created, but then the Ort is big. So that's really cute. And we got the fabric to stitch that, a little piece of fabric. Oh, this was a chart. Everybody at our table got this chart and a piece of fabric, and then the over-dyed Cosmo threads. I have some black stuck to it, but it's a Halloween-y color. I don't know. It's kind of over-dyed. It's orange and a little bit of like gold. I don't think it has a number here, but this was fun. It has everybody's name that was at our table. So there was Christy, Cindy, Dawn, Karen, Andrea, and Laura. And we got this piece of fabric. And while we were there, we all stitched our name on one of these. So Christy stitched her name, Cindy stitched her name, I stitched my name. So it was fun. We just passed it around over the couple of days. And then I'll go back later and add the ShowMe Stitchers at the top. And it says Retreat 2023. And then there was all sorts of buttons, and I have just bags. I have all sorts of, over the time, I've gotten different bags of buttons that were given for different projects. They were all Halloween-y buttons. It was buttons and booze, which was the theme of the retreat. So that was that. And then I did not sit down and do this class. It was to make like a tomato pincushion, but you got a square of the button fabric. And then there's directions on making a pincushion, like the tomato type pincushions. I figure I'll do this later when I get home. That's for the Ort. And again, this kind of shows the layout of it. So I have lots of stuff to work on now. Now we got, everybody got a ghost. You can see it's something we can stitch. And she gave us all these patterns, ghost patterns. They have different faces and different facial expressions and things on them. One has music notes, there's hearts, there's snowflakes, there's a scarf, a star, and you can stitch it right or left, however you want, whichever direction you want. I just thought those were really cute. I don't even remember what all this stuff was for. We got this, a spool, and you wrap pearl cotton around it, or actually crochet cotton around it. And then it's to put your scissors in. And then it had all these buttons and things you could glue on top of it and decorate, hang off of it, whatever you wanted to do. Some of them were really cute. And then there's a little one. I took a picture of it. I don't remember what the little one's for. Oh, we got this. This is to do our ghost cute on the bone. And that is glow in the dark thread. So I had so much fun. It was just like every time I turned around, we were getting something else. I got a little keychain scissor fob that says floss. That was so cute. Some felt. I think that is for the pincushion for the leaves. Christy was so sweet and gave me, I admired the little black kitty needle minder she had, and she gave it to me. She's so sweet. Oh, I know. This gets glued on here, and what you do is you sew this like a tomato pincushion just around and put the little lines on it, and then it sits on top of that, and it's a little pincushion. This was one of the gifts we got in our group. It says, make every day count. I'm telling you, I got so much cool stuff. Here's a sticker. I put one of these on my day glow light, so you know it's mine, because they all look alike. This was something to use as a frame for something. We had some couple of little decorative things. I think that's everything in there. So But what a great memory. I love this with everybody's names that was at your table. Of course, she knew who was sitting with us. The rest of the tables didn't necessarily know, who was going to be sitting with them. Oh, this is what I'm working on. Oh, this was what you were supposed to stitch. Buttons and bows, and then it will fit in that little round. That's why I'm kind of keeping this all together. It will fit inside of this if you stitch it on a small enough count fabric. And this is what I'm working on right now. Sorry, I'm talking too much. This was a cute pattern she gave to everybody with the fabric and the threads. Oh, my threads are in here, and they're nice, fun, bright colors. We got all the threads for that. I'm getting real close. Oh, I know what was inside that skull. It was a little needle minder. So it says stitch all the things, and then it has floss and a hoop and other things. We also got buttons and charms to put on it. So I'm having a good time. This is what I'm working on right now. And this is what, once we got it, I started working on there because it's not as complicated. And it's a lot of fun. It's kind of fun just to sit and stitch and not have to worry about, stitching a sample that has to be perfect. This is like crazy. There is so much stuff here. Then some of the people came in and they had things for sale. So of course I had to look at those. So I got, this is really cute. I've not seen one of these before. This is a carrying case it's got, and this Christy made this. She just kind of makes them for friends. But this is called a Prop-It, and it stands up and it'll hold your needlework or your pattern. And this, this is to protect it. So you put it in here, and then it's got a little lip, so it folds over the lip there. I'm going to lose my voice here. See, it folds over the lip. And I just thought that was pretty handy. And again, Christy made that. And then she also made this set. I had to have it because it was, look at the fabric. I just love the fabric. It's so fun and happy. And it came with the project bag, and then a little tiny project bag for your extras. And oh, here's the charms that go on the stitch all the things. There's scissors and a charm that says ShowMe Stitchers. I have stuff everywhere. It's just crazy. There's a ghost and some other things. So and then this also had this little pocket here for stuff, the Velcro. Here's the piece of fabric for the Ort things. I just, like I said, I was sticking stuff in pockets everywhere. And then also there was this cute little needle book. Isn't that cute? And it folds up and everything matches. Oh, and wait, there's one more thing that came with it. We put this back in here. I'm telling you, I had so much fun. Here it is. These are my new Ernest Wright scissors that I talked about. I love these. I use these all weekend. But this came with this little needle minder that matches. So I've got them on my Ernest Wright scissors here. Oops. So those go in that bag. I'm trying to keep stuff fairly organized. And then Christy also, while I was talking to her, I don't know if you've been to a retreat, a lot of people have a table mat that they put out where they're stitching. And I have one. I don't know what I did with it, but I bought it. But Christy had one that I love because it's got cats and it's really cute. See the fabric? Isn't that cute? And then I don't know if you can tell, but there you go. The cats are sparkly and they look like alphaba. So this is, you set it in front of you, and then there's like a little pocket here. This is a little, put your needles in. There's a little pocket here. This comes off. So this is, you can use it for orts or threads, whatever you want. But I love this. And then there's pockets here for your stuff. And then it folds all up and you can carry it with you, and it matches that needle minder that she gave me. And I told her I really liked it, and so she gave it to me. Oh my God, she's so nice. Everybody's so nice. They were just it was just so much fun. If it wasn't so far, it's not that it's far, but it was expensive to flying, because it's like you can't get there from here. I flew into Springfield, and then Christy was nice enough to pick me up and drive me whatever it took, 45 minutes or so to get to Branson. So that was really nice. And then when I left, Cindy drove me back to the airport. I kind of went from person to person because things came up, and you know how that goes. I'm okay with that. I understand totally. But anyway, so I did make it to the airport, and my flights were pretty good. The first flight was really early. I had to be at the airport at, I think, 5:30, and because my flight left at 7:30, and I was there by like 11:45 their time. It's an hour behind us here on the East Coast. And so it wasn't bad, but and then the airline was nice enough. I was going to get up at 4 to make sure I could get ready, get to the airport, get the cats fed. I'd already taken 2 of the cats to the vet, and the friggin' airline texted me at 3:30 and said, "Hey, your flight takes off in 4 hours." Yeah, I know that. Why are you texting me at 3:30 in the morning? So anyway, so what I have here is some of the other stuff I got. Now, some of the stuff was for sale, most of it was free. And then the last day they did like a half price on a lot of stuff. So I bought some of the patterns. I got this. I just thought that was really cute. It actually comes with all the thread. And then this was a door prize I won. I pledge allegiance, and that is the whole kit for that. And I love this. I got this is I don't know if you can see it, but it holds scissors. See how it's open here? It has little pockets for scissors. I thought that was really cool. And then it's got all the directions on how to put it together, but it's just a decorative stitch. And then it says, "I love my scissors," and it's all different names for scissors in different languages. So, but I thought that was really cool. This was a free one. This is a fob, and it's got, this is the fabric to make the strawberry scissor fob. And I thought that was really pretty. Spooky season. I'm going to have a pile of stuff. And oh God, what's her name? We got a free copy of this magazine, this punch needle and primitive stitcher from Deb. I can't remember her name. Deb, I can't pronounce her last name. Yoakum? Yeah, Yoakum, Jochim. But we got a free copy of this magazine, and this is like one of the best magazines I've ever seen. It has punch needle stuff, it has cross stitch stuff. This is obviously the fall one, but the quality of this magazine is amazing. It's really heavy duty. It's not cheaply printed. This is heavy duty, glossy paper, and that was really nice. She gave everybody that attended one of those magazines. Oh, and I picked up this. I thought that was cute because I love Halloween-y stuff. It's another Halloween-y one, and this is the kit to make this needle minder. And what else have I got? Oh, this is Witch's Pantry. It was a stitch along. I think it came in I don't remember how many, looks like 5 sections. And this actually has all the beads and things that goes with all the buttons and things that go with it. And that's it. It's like, holy cow, I got so much cool stuff. You know, and I'm going, oh, I don't need a thing. And here I sit with all this great stuff. It was a lot of fun. I just can't, not all retreats you get all this stuff, but it was fun. There was more, but I'm telling you, I don't want to, I could spend hours talking about this, but that's enough for now. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know, and let them know how much fun I had. It was just, it was a lot of fun, because normally when I teach, I'm like there and I'm working. I mean, I still have fun, but you're like teaching for 1 or 2 days, and you may have a couple hours after you're done teaching to relax, maybe stitch a little bit. I'm usually pretty exhausted, especially if I've taught like 3 days in a row. My back is killing me. I have some back problems, but they were really good. And because I didn't have to teach the class, I just talked about it, I could just sit. And the room they had was great. I just plugged, they had an HDMI cable. I plugged it into my laptop, plugged it into a thing on the wall, and there was a huge screen. I was like, yeah. And it hooked right to it. It was amazing. That's like the easiest I've ever set anything up. So I didn't have to bring my projector with me or anything else. It was great. I just had to bring my laptop. So again, I had so much fun. Thank you, Cindy, for asking me. Anytime. I will be there anytime you want me to teach. So, okay, after all that fun, it's time to move on to the last section of my FlossTube here. Now, previously, I've talked about my Mexican samplers, and I've showed you Trinidad Gonzalez, which I've been working on. I don't have the whip here, but this is the original, which it's in pretty rough shape. And it's, I mean, it's worn, it's got holes, threads are gone, it's stitched wool on cotton cloth, and I'm doing it with DMC and linen, 28 count linen, which is the size it is. And it's got a real unusual hem stitch, which is folded to the front, and then it's hem stitched down with long arm cross stitch. But I've told you before, EGA, Embroiderers Guild of America, has what they call virtual lectures, and they're live lectures through Zoom. So it's just like what I do. And then they talk and show slides. And the one I watched today was on stitchada, which is Mexican samplers. That's Mexican for a sampler. And they talked about the different years of the style in the different years. And it was so much, because I said this is stitched in long arm cross stitch and cross stitch, and the samples they showed were the same. Most of them were long arm cross stitch and cross stitch. I took some notes, but I'm not going to go over all of it. I have to do some more research on it, but I thought I would show you. I actually have 3 Mexican samplers. This one, Trinidad, is the most recent. It's 1879. Now, the other ones don't have dates on them, but after watching this this virtual lecture, I can kind of date the other ones. The spectacular one I have is probably early 1800s, early to mid 1830, 40. And I'll show that one in a minute. That one's framed and it's huge and it's spectacular. But I'm going to show this other one, and I've not shown this one before. And I've had this one about the same amount of time I've had Trinidad. This one's probably fairly late to probably late 1800s. So, and it's kind of rustic. but it's really cool when you look at it. And it's funny because it's stuff is going two different directions as on my big Mexican sampler. So you can't really tell which way's up and which way's down. Oh, I also, if you're a member of EGA, I mean, these lectures are only $5 and they're usually an hour, hour and a half. And I've learned so much. I've done so many of them. If you're a member of EGA, they're only $5. And if you haven't seen them yet, some of them they record. Unfortunately, they didn't record this one. I did get the contact information because I wanted to send them pictures of my Mexican samplers. And I have a link in there to get to the EGA virtual lecture site. So if you are a member, there's a lot of them coming up. There's one you can sign up for right now. They have all different types. Like I said, some of them are recorded and you can go back and watch them. I think it costs $5 to watch it, but the ones that are recorded, and $5 to watch the ones that are live. So anyway, now these colors are a little duller, and this one is worked. I don't know what the count linen is. I'd have to figure it out, but this is pretty fine linen. And this one's also hem stitch, but it is not hem stitch with long arm cross. But I'll show you this one. It's big. It's quite long. And if you look down here, you can see how the alphabet is upright, and then this is upside down. So it's like she worked from both ends on it. So that is, and again, this is all worked in long arm cross and cross stitch. And this, what's different is this up to this top section here is worked over 4 threads. So that's why those look so big. These motifs and bands look really big. And she talked about some of the bands on the samplers and showed a book from like the 1500s. It was a sampler book, and it had bands, and it had one of the bands off the sampler, one of the samplers she was showing. Some were in her collection and some were in museums. I know Victoria and Albert, I think, has a section on Mexican samplers. And I know the other one I have, they were done by the wealthy, the nobility. No one's like these. I don't know. I'm pretty sure this is silk thread. It may be. Yeah, it looks like silk, but, and then this bottom section is worked over 2 threads. And again, it's done in long arm cross. This is satin, or they call it flat stitch. This band here, you see it's just all straight stitches. But I may do this one next. It's really interesting and it's very different. But I want to show you the back. Now, I am not doing mine as well as this, but these samplers are done in long arm cross and cross stitch, and every stitch on the back is vertical. There are no lines across there. You can't tell. I mean, if I dig in here, but it's hard to tell where they started and ended their lines, their rows. See that? Isn't that amazing? Just, I guess that looks like there's probably where she started and ended her threads, but everything on the back, other than, well, even this, I didn't think these would be, but even those, everything is vertical on the back. Isn't that amazing? That's how they were taught. And I want to get some more books and information. I wish I could have recorded the lecture because, you know, you think, oh, I'll remember that. But, and I don't take notes because I did take some. I wrote down, she talked about some of the names of the stitches in Spanish. And how the, how the sections were worked. Now on this one, it's all one piece. The next one I'm going to show you is actually worked in different sections. Hi, Alphaba. I have a cat coming to visit me. So this is like my pride and joy. I bought this. I think I've showed it before. I bought this at an antique show, and the guy did not know what he had. And he tried to tell me it was an English sampler. And I just kind of went, okay, if you say so. Yeah, sure. It's an English sampler. So I didn't have the money, and I came back, I don't know, a few months later, and he still had it. And it was way up. He had to get out the ladder and get it down because he sold like rugs and things. He had a few samplers, but this is the one I wanted. And he showed it to me again, and he was telling me again, it's English. And I'm not going to say anything because, hey, it's his. He should know what he has. And so I asked him, and he took like $100 off of it, which is, I don't know, 15% off. So I got a really good deal on this because I know one about half this size sold online for $4,500. I did not pay anywhere. I don't pay that much. I did not pay anywhere that much for this. This is a big sampler. And one of these days, I want to take it out of the frame, but I can't right now. And let me turn it around, and it's, like I said, it's huge. Oh, and it's heavy, but this is it. Get a reflection here because it is glass, but this is what's called Aztec stitch, and she said that is not a real stitch. I don't remember what it's called. I'll have to look. Like I said, I did take a few notes, but it's called something else. It's not Aztec stitch. I don't know where that came from. They don't know where it came from, but that is not the correct name for it. But the one she showed, this has, you can see here, this section actually wasn't finished. It's drawn thread. They actually pull threads out. This thing is heavy. They pull threads out and then weave threads back in. But it talked about how they start, like they would start up in one corner with cross stitch, then they would move across and long arm cross. They were considered pretty much the same. And then they would work another more advanced section and more advanced. And each, so like this center, which is a drawn thread, I can't remember. Again, I can't remember what it was called, but it's, let me check a minute and see if I can find my information. Okay, I can't pronounce it, but it's Calados English, something like that. It's called. I need to, like I said, I'm going to do some more research and get some more information. But she showed some samplers like this. Unfortunately, this does not have the name on it, but it's spectacular, and it has all the stitches she talked about, like flat stitches, satin stitches. This, like in the center, it's white work. This is all one piece of linen. It's not, I looked at it and it's separated by stitches, but it is all one piece of linen. And then they would work down one side and down the next side. And as they went through it, they'd be advancing into more challenging stitches. Now, to me, this is probably one of the most challenging stitches here. I've done it, but right now I could not do all of that. I would love to do all of this. And I love this bunny. It's got this wild-eyed bunny on it. And again, this one has things that are upside down. Okay, so here's the bunny, and here's down here at the bottom. Where is it? Oh, here is the alphabet. Yeah, here's the alphabet, and this thing is heavy and it's big, but the alphabet is going the other direction. So, but she did not put her name on there or the year. Unfortunately, Like I said, she probably started with the alphabet here in this section. She may have broken out all the sections and then worked each section. So she probably did the alphabet first, and then maybe worked these cross stitches, long arm cross over here, and then moved into the more advanced. And they showed a couple of samplers that were very, very similar to this, not quite as big, but it had all the same stitches on it. And they had the girls' names and dates and the year they finished it, their age when they finished it. Are you ready? 6 years old was the age. There was one that was almost 6, and then 2 of the other ones were 6. And I find this challenging. So, and I'm a pretty experienced stitcher. So I was shocked. Not all of them were 6. Usually they were out of school, maybe by even 12. And they had one that had actually been stitched by somebody that was 20, which is much later, but that was not like this. But the ones they showed that were this complicated, I can't even imagine. The girls were 6. So, and I can't imagine getting a 6-year-old. And one of the girls, it wasn't quite this big. It was maybe 2/3 of this. It only took her like 3 months to stitch this. Of course, she probably was not doing anything else, whereas we have lives. A lot of us work. Thank goodness I don't anymore. I've retired. But, I still have laundry. I still have dishes. I still have, all the other stuff that's going on. But I can't imagine finishing this in 3 months. Of course, this one's a little bit bigger, but still, I just, I'm in awe and shock. Again, they didn't have anything else. That was probably the only thing they were working on, the only thing they had to do. But for those of you that have children, I don't know what the count is on this either. It's very fine count. But I love the wacko, this Psycho Bunny here. He's got like red eyes. He's so cute. And then there's some little people up here dancing in the corners. So, but again, this is my pride and joy. Maybe someday I'll reproduce it. I don't know. Maybe once I get settled again, I still have not gotten ready to move yet. Like I said, I have one more trip planned, and then I'll be home and I can really start. I have had some stuff done and got things fixed up. There's just mostly I just need to pack up the house and pack up more of the house and get it cleaned. I've gotten rid of some of the big furniture we had, some of the display cases and other things, and I'll get it done. It's hard when it's when you're by yourself, and I've had so much happen. This has been probably the worst year of my life, but yet I've had so many good things happen that it helps. I'm just so glad I have my needlework, because that's really kept me sane and going to these events. And a lot of people at this event knew what had happened, because I wasn't sure when I signed up to teach it. It was last year. And then when Jeffrey, my husband, got so ill, I wasn't sure if I would be able to make it. So I told her I would work out something to where, even if I couldn't go, I would Zoom or something to where I could teach the class. And but then I was able to go, and it helps. It helps. Stitching has helped me so much. That, and I know it sounds crazy, but my cats, because without my cats, I would be alone. And I talk to them, they talk to me. We talk all day, back and forth. They come sit with me, they take turns. Sometimes they try to sit together and they fight, but anyway, they keep me sane too. So anyway, that's it for FlossTube 44. This is probably, I did not plan on this being this long, but I was only going to do part of the stuff from the retreat and then do the rest in the next FlossTube, but I'm going to another retreat before the next FlossTube. I'm going to Stitchers Hideaway for their Halloween October retreat they're having. And I'm actually going to take a class from Taya Dewick, which I'm a Victorian sampler or Victoria sampler. I'm really excited. I've met her. I love her stuff. I have some of her designs, but I have never taken a class from her. So I'm very excited about that. So I'm just going to be up there for a couple of days and it'll be fall. So I'm hoping there's some, I'm hoping all the leaves aren't gone by then because we don't get much color change down here. So anyway, that's what's going on in my life, crazy. But again, after that, I am going to be vending at that event. So I won't be teaching, but I will be vending. So I'll still be bringing all my stuff with me. So anyway, that's it for this FlossTube. I'm going to go rest a while. After all that, again, as always, thank you to everybody who's liked my channel, subscribed, comments on my videos. Don't forget to share photos if you're working on the Stitch of the Month sampler in the Stitch of the Month Facebook group. You can share other things too, like any fancy stitches you're doing, what you're working on, samplers, anything you want. There's also a Stitch a Day Facebook group. And let me know next. I think I know what I'm going to teach for November 1st for Stitch of the Month. But if there's a stitch you want to learn, let me know. And I will, maybe I will teach it to you. And I didn't do any antique sewing items this time because, hey, I have had a lot of stuff to show. I don't know how long this video is going to be. But anyway, so all the links are posted below. I think there's 3 or 4 links in this one. So that's it for this FlossTube, and I will see you on November 1st with news of another retreat and Stitch of the Month. So again, thank you for watching, and I will see you later. Bye.